Okay, girls, I think just Yusiba right here in the session. Why the others are late? Okay, welcome, girls. Maybe they still in English period. Okay, why you are late? Okay, girls, now we will start our session. Don't worry, it's okay. Please bring your books, girls, and open it on page 81. Today we will start with lesson 3. They are coming. Okay, now we will wait until they will come. So please bring your books, open it on page 81. Today we will learn how to multiply fractions. I think you took this before, but today we will remember together how I will multiply two fractions together. Please focus with me, bring your books and open it. This is page, I think, 81. Let's start with the first exercise. In this exercise, I want to multiply 1 over 2 with 4 over 5. 1 over 2 with 4 over 5. How I will find the product in simplest form? Very important. Okay? So, you know, when I want to multiply two fractions, the answer will be a fraction also, a fraction number. The numerator will be the multiplication for the numerators, and the denominator will be the answer for the multiplication between denominators. That's mean if you want to multiply 1 over 2 with 4 over 5, you have to multiply 1 with 4 and 2 with 5. Multiply numerator with numerators, and we multiply denominators also with each other. If you want to find the answer, it will be what? 1 multiply 4 equals what? 1 multiply 4 equals 4. And yes, 81 here. And 2 multiply 5 equals 10. Okay, very easy. Now, if I want to know, or if I want to ask you, this answer 4 over 10, this is the answer for multiplication. Is this answer in the simplest form? And what that mean? Look, to know if the answer in the simplest form, I will look at numerator and denominator and ask myself, is there any greatest common factor between numerator and denominator? Yes, thank you, Lamar. There is a greatest common factor. Why? Because 4 and 10 are able to divide on a number. What is the number, or the greatest number, or the greatest factor that I can divide 4 and 10 on it? I have to think about GCF. The greatest common factor between numerator and denominator is 2. Thank you, Lamar. So I can divide both 4 and 10 on 2. Can I divide those numbers on any number? Thank you, Jenna. No, I can't. So I will divide numerator on 2 and denominator on 2. Let's divide. 4 on divided 2 equals what? 4 divided 2 equals 2. And 10 divided 2 equals what? equals 5. So this is the answer for this multiplication. It will be what? 2 over 5. So the simplest form for the product is 2 over 5. Very easy, I think. Any question? Okay, now let's move to the exercise number 2 in the same page, or example, I'm sorry, example number 2. Okay, now if I want to multiply what? Two mixed number. So I want to multiply 1 and 1 over 4 and with 1 and 2 over 3. So let's multiply the numbers. I want to multiply 1 and 1 over 4 with 1 and 2 over 3. How I will multiply the numbers? First thing, you can estimate the answer. You can estimate the answer. How I will estimate the answer? Look, the first number, 1 and 1 over 4. If you round this number into the nearest whole, it will be 1. How I will know it's 1? Look, because 1 over 4, if you use, remember, benchmark told me if the number is close to the 0 or a half or a 1. So you have to know 1 over 4 is close to the 0, right? So I want to round the number into the nearest whole. So I can't round this number into the nearest 1 over 10, or I can't round it into 1 over 2, sorry. So I have to round this number into the nearest whole. So 1 over 4 is close to 0 or 1. I think it's close to 0. So I have, it's close to 1. Yes, it's close to 0, sorry. So that's mean 1 over 1 and 1 over 4, it will be 1. So I will raise 1 over 4. Which question? I think someone asked me. Okay. Now, please, girls, focus on the example. I can't follow your question. Type it again. Okay, type your question again. I'm sorry. And don't answer your question, girls. I will answer her. Okay. Question 1 is not which question 1? We did only the first example on page 181 only. Okay. Now we will do example 1, not question 1. Okay. The answer was 2 over 5. Okay. First example, the answer was 2 over 5. You didn't write it, Al-Jawhara? You didn't write it? Okay, I will return for you. Quickly, please. Okay. Those the answers. The answer was 2 over 5. Okay, now you will understand it. Now we will repeat it. Now, if I want to multiply 1 and 1 over 4 with 1 and 2 over 3. If I want to round the mixed number into the nearest whole, first thing, my issue here is the fraction, 1 over 4. So what I have to do, I have to round this number into the closest whole. So according to the benchmark, 1 over 4, close to 0 or 1, I think it's close to 0. So that's mean I will round 1 over 4, it will be 0. So if it will be 0, that's mean there is no 1 over 4, only 1. Okay. Now, according to the benchmark also, this is 0, 1 and 2. I will write it again for you. Okay, this is 0 and this is 1 and this is 2. Okay, the number 1 and 2 over 3, if I want to round the fraction according to the benchmark, here the issue is the fraction 2 over 3. So 2 over 3, it will be right here, 2 over 3. 2 over 3 is close to 0 or 1, close to 0 or 1. Look, the distance from the 0 larger than this distance. That's mean it's close to the 1. That's mean this, I can round it into the nearest whole, it will be 1. And I have also 1, so it will be 1 plus 1, so it will be 2, right? 1 plus 1, it will be 2. Now, multiply 1 with 2, the answer or the estimate will be 2. So, the final answer will be close to 2. Okay? This is the estimation for the answer. Now, I want to find the exact number or the exact answer. Now, 1 and 1 over 4 multiply 1 and 2 over 3. Please focus with me now. If I want to multiply two mixed numbers, I have to write the numbers as a fraction. Okay? How I will convert the mixed number into a fraction? Look, you remember, if I want to write this number as a fraction, I will take the whole and multiply it with denominator. I will write it for you here. If I have 1 and 1 over 4, look at this example. If I want to write it as a fraction, I have to take the whole, multiply it with denominator, right? Then I will take the answer and add it to numerator. You remember this strategy? This strategy was on grade 5, I think. On grade 5. You have to multiply the whole with denominator and add the answer to numerator. Let's multiply, or let's find the answer. So, multiply 1 with 4. 1 multiply 4 equals what? Equals 4. 4 plus 1 equals 5. So, write 5 in numerator and the denominator will be the same. So, if you want to write this number as a fraction, it will be 5 over 4. Okay? This is how I will find, or I will write the mixed number as a fraction. Also, I want to write this number as a fraction, 1 and 2 over 3. I have to multiply 1 with 3, multiply the whole with the denominator, right? Then I have to add the answer to numerator. That's mean 1 multiply 3 equals 3. Add the number to numerator. 3 plus 2. 3 plus 2 equals 5 also. So it will be 5 on numerator and denominator will be the same. It will be 3. And this is how, yes, 5 over 3. Thank you, Tolin and Mariam. So this is the strategy that I have to use it to write a mixed number as a fraction. So now, can I multiply the fractions? Yes, very easy for me. I will multiply numerator with numerator and denominator with denominator. So it will be 5 multiply 5 equals what? 5 multiply 5 equals 25. 3 multiply 4 equals what? 3 multiply 4 equals 13. 12, oh, sorry, not 13, 12. Now, the answer is 25 over 12. Here, if you have this answer, and the answer, I have to write it in simplest form, as is written here, in the simplest form. So what I have to do here, look, I can't here find the greatest common factor for numerator and denominator. Why? Because look, numerator greater than denominator. Numerator greater than denominator. That's mean if I can't write this number as a mixed number. I can write here this number as a mixed number. How I will do that? In grade 5, we talked about how to break the numerator. That's mean, look, I can break 25 into many 12s. So how many 12s in 25? Look, if you want to break this 25 over 12, let's break the number. Break down this number. First thing, I can write it as what? Look. Yes, thank you, Johar. Your answer is correct. Look, I can write it as a 12 over 12. Also a 12 over 12. What the number is left here? Look, you have two 12s. 12 and 12. 12 plus 12 equals 24. So what is the number left here in 25? Only 1. So 1 and 12. 1 over 12, sorry. Thank you, girls. Your answers are correct. So I have two 12s in 25. Okay, so this is equals what? This is equals 1. Right? Because 12 over 12 means 12 divided 12, and this is means 1. And this is also 1. So that's mean 1 plus 1 equals 2. So if I want to write it as a mixed number, it will be 2 and 1 over 12. I will repeat again. I will repeat this step. Now, I want to write this number as a mixed number because I want to write it in the simplest form. How I will do that? Okay, look, numerator here greater than denominator. So if I want to write it as a mixed number, I have to break down the numerator into equals. Here equals numerator and denominator. Numerator and denominator must be the same because look, 25 greater than 12. That's mean I have many 12s in 25. How many? Let's find. Look, if I take only 12 from 25 and write it here, so it will be 12 over 12. I break down the fraction. No divided, no. You will take 12 into from 25. You will take 12 from 25. So the number left is what? If you take 12, I think the number 12 will be 13. Also, I have another 12. So that's mean I will take another 12 and write it. All the fractions will have the same denominator. The same denominator, which is 12 here. So if you break down this fraction into 12 over 12 plus 12 over 12, add those two fractions, 12 and 12, it will be 24. So what is the number left in 25? Between 24 and 25, I have only 1. So the number left is 1. So you have to break down this number into 3 numbers. Look, 25 will be 12 plus 12 plus 1. Why I choose 12? Because the denominator is 12. I wanted to make denominators or denominator and numerators the same, because I want to make it a whole. When numerator and denominators are equal, that's mean this is a whole, because 12 divided 12 equals 1. Also here 1, that's mean 1 plus 1 equals 2. Or as we said in the first, I told you how many 12 in 25. The girls said 2. You have 2 12s. 2 12s means 24. So what is the number left in 25? Just 1. So it will be 1 over 12. Okay? So the answer is close to the estimate, which is here 2. The estimate was 2, and my answer is 25 over 12, or I can write it as 2 and 1 over 12 in simplest form. Now let's move to the next one. Okay, let's move to the example 2 on page 82, please. Page 82. I want to find the answer for this expression. And you remember, I think you remember how we order the operations. Remember the order for operations? And the order for operations will start with what? With parentheses, right? So you have to order the operations. Let's start. I will write the page up, okay? Right here, 82. Okay, how I will find the answer or evaluate using the order of operations. Okay, you have to focus with me, girls. You have to focus with me, please. If I want to find the answer for this expression, 4 over 5 plus 6 multiply 3 over 8 between parentheses. Okay, first I have to estimate by using benchmark. Focus with me, Yusra, because you asked about the estimate. Okay, benchmark, I have to locate the numbers or the wholes and locate my fraction and see this fraction is close to which one or to which whole. So let's estimate the answer here. 1 plus or 4 over 5 plus 6 multiply 3 over 8 between parentheses. If you round 4 over 5 into the nearest whole, so 4 over 5, if you locate it, this is the benchmark, this one. Locate 4 over 5. If you divide 0 between 0 and 1 into 5 equal parts, if you divide this distance into 5 equal parts, okay? So it will be where? This is first one. 1 over 5, 2 over 5, 3 over 5, and this is 4 over 5. It will be right here. This is 4 over 5. If I want to know 4 over 5, it's close to which number? 0 or 1? I think it's close to 1. So I can round this fraction into 1. It will be 1. Also 3 over 8. 3 over 8. If you round this number 3 over 8, it will be close to what? Let's see on benchmark also. I will divide this distance into 8 equal parts. Okay, this is 8 equal parts. Where is 3 over 8? I have to count 3 from 8 equal parts. That's mean, let's start. 1, 2, 3. This is 3 over 8. 3 over 8. Look, and this one is 1 over 2. So it's close to which number? 0 or 1 over 2? I think 3 over 8, it's close to 1 over 2. So I here round 3 over 8 into 1 over 2. Okay? So now can I find the answer? Yes. If you want to order your operations, no need to write this, okay, in the question. I think, Lamar, you asked about the benchmark. If you want to draw it, it's up to you. It's just for explanation, okay? So it's up to you. You can draw it or not. So the order of operations, you know that when we want to do the operations, there is a priority here. There is a priority. First thing, I have to start with parentheses, right? First thing, I have to start with parentheses. So first thing, I will do the numbers between parentheses. Second, I have to do multiply and division, right? After that, the last will be what? Addition and subtraction. So if you want to order the operations, the order will be first for parentheses. Which one you don't understand it? Which one? You have to specify for me. So I have to start with parentheses. You have to specify which example or which step. So I have to start with parentheses. Then I have to multiply and divide. Last, I have to do addition and subtraction. So first thing, if I want to do the number between parentheses, 6 multiply 1 over 2. That's mean I have to multiply 6 with half. What is the half of 6? Half 6 equals 3. Half 6 equals 3. Which one? I can't, sorry, I can't follow you, Mariam. You can type your question again. So half 6 equals 3. Now add 1 to 3, it will be 4. So this is the estimate. Now I want to find the answer. If I want to find the answer, I have to order the operations. First, I have to do the numbers or the operation between parentheses. Then I have to do multiplication and division. After that, or last thing, I have to do addition and subtraction. Okay? Let's start. First thing, I will do the operation between parentheses. Okay? So 6 multiply 3 over 8. I will do this. If I want to multiply a whole number with a fraction, I have to write both numbers as a fraction, right? So if I want to write a whole number 6 as a fraction, it will be what? You know the denominator for a whole, it will be what? 6 over 1, right? The denominator of any whole equals 1. The denominator of any whole equals 1. So this one will be 1. Or the denominator for 6 will be 1. Now I will multiply numerator with numerator and denominator with denominator. So 6 multiply 3 equals 18. and 1 multiply 8 equals 8. Okay, this is the step 2, and we did the operation between parentheses. Let's move to step 3. In step 3, I want to do the addition here. I want to add the numbers. So if I want to add the numbers here, what I have to do, can I add 4 over 8 and 1 over 2? Or, sorry, not 1 over 2, 18 over, the number was what? 18 and over 8. I will erase this. 18 over 8. I want to add those two fractions. If you want to add the fractions with unlike denominator, what I have to do, I have to make the denominators the same. I have to make denominators the same. How I will do that? I will do that by switching denominators. That's mean I will multiply 5 with 8 and multiply 8 with 5. Not only the denominator, also the numerator I have to multiply it with the same number. So if I want to make here, or if I want to add two fractions, I have to make denominators the same. So the first one will multiply it with 8, this fraction, and the second one I will multiply it with 5. 8 multiply 4 equals 32. 8 multiply 5 equals 40. Now 18 multiply 5. If you try to multiply 18 with 5, the answer will be 90. You can try to multiply. Thank you, Tolene. Thank you, Lamar. So it will be 90. Now 80 or 8 multiply 5 equals 40. Now can I add those fractions? Yes, I can. I will add the numerator and the denominator will be the same. Look, I have the same denominator. So 90 plus 32 equals what? You can add the numbers. 90 plus 32. What is the answer, girls? Who will give me the answer? 90 plus 32, it will be 0 plus 2 equals 2. 9 plus 3 equals 12. So it will be what? Wow. Thank you, Mariam. 122. Thank you, Tolene. So the answer will be 122 over 40. Okay, this is the answer for this expression. Now, the answer is a fraction and I have to write it as in the simplest form. So I have to find the greatest common factor for numerator and denominator. I have to find the greatest common factor for numerator and denominator. What is the greatest common factor for 122 and 40? The greatest common factor, or the largest number that I can divide numerator and denominator on it, it will be 2. If you found it, the greatest common factor, it will be 2. So if you if you divide 122 on 2, it will be what? Try to divide 122 on 2. Let's try as we learned by using the leader. Now 12 divided 2 equals 6. Thank you, Farah. Okay, 6 multiplied 2 equals 12. No point, Tolene. Thank you, Lamar. Now 2, if you subtract here, take the 2. 2 divided 2 equals 1. So the number is 61. And 40 divided 2, very easy, 20. Okay? Now 61 greater than 20. So 61 greater than 20. Okay, the last step will be about how to write it as a mixed number. Here I can write this number as a mixed number. I want you to break this number into 4 fractions and find the mixed number, and you will give me the answer next period. Okay, girls? So thank you very much. We will stop. I think you have a session after math, so we will stop here. Give me the mixed number next session tomorrow. Thank you very much.